This is the third season, Growing Up, How to Build Yourself Up. And this is the 13th video, if I'm not wrong, the 13th episode of this season. And the whole video is going to be based on a very simple principle, on a very simple sentence. So if you don't have time, or if you're not willing to watch the entire video, just listen to the sentence and then go and think of it. You can admire and respect, but never worship. It will blind you and it will make you indulge anything about the object or the person that you worship. That's what I have to say today. So if you need to go, go. If you want to listen why and understand the arguments, stay a little longer. You know, what happens is the following. Whenever you worship something, whenever you go beyond admiration and respect, you become not only indulging to this thing or to this person, but you become blind to everything that could be bad or negative about this person or this thing. And then you're gonna tell me, oh, I don't worship anything, I don't worship anyone, I am independent, I am a leader, I am this, I am that. Are you sure? What happens if I criticize your favorite author, your favorite musical group, your favorite opera, your favorite teacher at school or university, or your favorite book, or a musical style that you adore, or anything that you really like? Because you have tastes, I believe. There are things you really like. Some of them maybe you like a lot. And what happens if I criticize them? What happens if I point the weaknesses of these things? If you don't know the answer, I will give you the answer. In 99% of the cases, people will react badly. They will feel personally attacked. They will feel that you are trying to diminish them, that you are trying to say that they are less worth because you are attacking or criticizing or pointing the weaknesses and flaws of something that they admire, that it goes beyond admiration sometimes and it becomes worship. And if you want to be sure that you are not worshiping anyone, put to test what I just said, that whatever people criticize concerning things that you like or admire, you are going to remain cool and it's not going to affect you anyhow. I doubt that this is going to happen, and that's why I'm here to tell you, don't do it. Don't fall for worship. Don't start indulging everything about something that you like. And I've noticed, when I think of myself, that whenever someone attacks or criticizes something that I really like, that I admire, as the things that I've mentioned before, movies, musical taste, books, authors, movie directors, or anything that I really like, I've noticed that the more time passes, the more I remain silent, quiet, and calm when I go through these situations. And I listen carefully to what the other part is saying. And I try to think of what the other part is saying, regardless if that person, that group, is trying to attack me on purpose, or if they don't even know that I like or admire that thing or person. I try to listen quiet, patiently, silently, and I try to reflect about what I'm listening. Or in case I'm reading a criticism to an author that I like, or to a movie or whatever, I try to analyze what I'm reading, that information, that knowledge or whatever that I am receiving. And I try to understand what that text or that person is saying, is presenting, what are the arguments. And you know what? In case there is something that that person or that text is saying that has sense, that is consistent, coherent, and makes a good point, I will take it and I will change my mind. And I will not worry about the fact that I liked something, that I admired something, and now this something is being criticized. This something is being attacked. Or somehow it's being proven that this something This person, this thing has flaws, has weaknesses, has points that are not good. And then you might be asking, but isn't that obvious? Aren't you repeating over and over things that we all know? Look, when I'm recording these videos for this season, above all for this third season, sometimes I have this impression that I am saying things that are clear, almost obvious and evident. But you know what happens? I go outside, I open the door, and I go to the real world, and I see more and more examples of what I'm saying. I see more and more people falling to the things that I'm saying in this season and maybe in previous ones. People behaving in a way that goes against what I'm just suggesting here. And I'm not saying that what I'm suggesting is the correct one, but in case I see many examples that fall into the cases that I am presenting during this season, it seems to me more than justified to go and present the things that I am presenting, even though they seem to be obvious. For me, at least, maybe for you and to a couple other people. But maybe to other people, that is not so evident and that is not so obvious. And that's why we needed to invite people to this kind of reflection. You see, that goes also for YouTube channels, in case you watch them. In case there is one that you really like, that you really admire, and that you follow, understand that this person will sooner or later make mistakes, say something that is not consistent, that is not coherent, will bring an argument that is not good. And number one, that doesn't mean that this person's flaw eliminates everything good that the person said before. It is one point of disagreement between you and the person that you like, follow, or whatever it is. But that doesn't invalidate everything else that the person has said. Second, if it happens, do not attack the people that are proving or that are showing you that this YouTuber that you like did something that is inconsistent, incoherent, wrong, that they presented something that showed some prejudice that you don't approve, or anything like that. If they present you these weak points, these flaws, and you notice that they make sense, accept them. Understand that the fact that you like, admire this person, and follow this person doesn't mean that everything that this person is going to say you must agree with, because we are not looking for agreement here on the internet. At least I am not. We should be looking for learning, for new experiences, for listening to new arguments, to new theories, to new stories, to things that will make us think, will make us change, will make us reflect about the way we act, the way we behave, the way we treat each other, and so on. Don't fall for that trap. Learn to be cold as ice when it comes to criticism to things that you like. Absorb those things, listen to them, reflect on them, and see if there is a point. And if there is no point, don't believe that the author, person, or whatever you like and admire is invincible. You just haven't found the flaws and the weaknesses yet. And in case the person who presents those arguments against what you like is wrong, don't dismiss that person completely, and don't think that that person can never say something good, consistent, or coherent, because maybe this time that person presented an argument against something that you like and admire, and the person was wrong, and the person didn't present good arguments, and maybe still what you thought about that person, that thing, remains. But maybe next time or the following time, that person will present you something that is good, a decent argument against something that you like or admire, and it will be the time to listen to that person and recognize and accept it. And there is nothing wrong about it. Forget the all or nothing. Forget the double or nothing. Forget the black or white. Forget this person can only be completely wrong in everything or completely right in everything. This person can only give me good examples or bad examples, good arguments or bad arguments. because life doesn't work like this, my friend. Life is much more about what is between the black and white and all the shades of gray than black and white itself, than A or Z, than plus or minus, than this or that. Life is not binary, is not a dichotomy. There are so many other things in between, and you need to understand that as soon as possible if you really want to be mature, responsible, and if you really want to understand what's going on around you. Because what's going on around you is always in layers and shades, and never in one extreme or the other, saved some exceptions. See you in the next episode.